Good evening. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining in this Facebook Live. Thank you for checking out the video. And I hope everyone has had a good day, and I hope everyone is doing well. So this evening, what we're going to do is do a nice restorative yoga flow session, opening up the hips, strengthening the lower back. If you have any props at home, some blankets, definitely, or pillows, definitely grab those, straps or blocks and things like that. And as always, make sure you're nice and comfortable, stable on your mat. And yeah, so any questions, try and leave them in the comments and I will get back to them. So let's begin. Let's get a little grounded into our session here. So I'm going to start with just kind of stretching the legs out. As I stretch the legs out, I'm going to take my hands beside me. I'm going to drop the shoulder blades, drop the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, heel onto the mat, toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, your gaze up. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, tuck the chin in. Inhaling, flow up. Exhale, flow back down. And then come back to a nice neutral position. All right, so extend your arms out. I'm going to put a little bend into my knee. And instead of going down like so, you're going to pretend that you're just pulling on a rope. And you're lengthening and extending forward, all while pressing the sit bones into the mat. And you're going to lengthen as much as you comfortably can, reaching and extending. And then on your final exhale, just take your hands down. Perhaps they go to your feet. Perhaps they go to your calves. They reach up. Exhale, extend your stomach toward the quads. And release. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Arms out. Bend the knees a little. Reaching. Inhaling up. Reaching, 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 reaching. When you can't reach anymore, take your hands down. See if you can stretch your legs out just a little this more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Gaze at those legs. And then come all the way up. Awesome. Take your hands beside you. Bring your shoulder blades together. Lifting the sit bones off the mat. Inhale the sit bones up. Stretch the legs out. Lifting the hips up. Chin up toward the ceiling. Exhale. Back down. Let's try that one more time. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Back down. Very good. Take the right foot. And I'm just going to hold it here. You want to make sure that you are still sitting nice and tall. I'm going to put a little rock into my hip. Kind of open it up. See how it's doing. Just kind of stretching out. And this is a nice thing to do, like if you're kind of reading, scrolling through emails and you can see your screen. Kind of sit on the floor, maybe put your laptop down on the floor, or if you're on your sofa. And extend that leg out. We're going to take the left now. Same thing. I'm going to see if I can't just bring that up. Kind of rocking it from side to side. Breathing here. And release. Take your knees behind you. Come to all fours. Knees in line with the hips. I'm going to go ahead, extend my hands forward. I'm going to curl my toes under. I'm just going to extend my sit bones back, but I'm also going to lengthen through the arms. Reaching, 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 and exhale, extending back. On the next inhale up into plank. Holding here into plank. Toes curled under, heels pushed back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Knees back down. Stretching back. Extending the arms. Reaching. Inhale. Back into plank. Holding here for a moment, but not your breath. You could put a little movement, a little rock up on your toes. Stretch those heels back. Last time, and back down onto your knees. Leave the toes curled under. Stretch the sit bones back. Extend and lengthen through the arms. Nice big breath here. Then releasing. Take a look at your hands. I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to walk it underneath my left. I'm going to walk it underneath the left. And then I'm just going to take my gaze, my cheek down to the mat. I'm gently looking underneath my left arm as I gaze at the right. Really great opener here, especially if you've been working all day, you've been on the computer all day. You'll feel a great stretch in the shoulders. Taking one more inhale. Exhale. And extend the arms forward. Stretching. Let's inhale back into plank. Holding here. Up on your toes. Rock it back. Rocking back and forth. Stretching back. Coming back down onto the knees. My toes are still curled under. Stretch the sit bones back. Arms lengthening. I'm going to now take my left arm. I walk it underneath my right. Taking my head down to the mat. Extending the right arm straight out in front. Next inhale, bring your hands back to center. Inhale up into plank, bending both knees, extending into our first downward dog. So my hands extended, bend both knees, inhale up and extending back. You can begin to pedal your feet, extending the heels down to the mat. One more big inhale. Exhale. I'm going to take a look at my hands and I'm going to step my right foot in between my hands. I'm going to do a great big high lunge here just for a moment. I'm going to stretch that heel back, a gentle rock back and forth. Then I'm going to pivot and drop that left heel down. So now I have heel upon heel. And I'm going to take my forearm, my right, to my right knee, rolling the left shoulder back, left arm over. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, settle in. On your next available inhale, we're going to go to warrior two, so that arm goes back, the left, the right extends forward, lunging down into warrior two. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale, back into side angle. Nice big inhale. Exhale, taking a look down at that mat, pivot that left foot back, We're back into that high lunge. I'm going to extend into plank. I'm going to hold here for just a moment into plank, gazing at the mat. And very slowly, with control, I'm going to put a bend in the elbows. And I'm going to slowly come all the way down onto my stomach and chest. Feet are curled or not curled under. And I'm just going to inhale up just a little. Exhale, back down. Inhaling up just a little. Exhale, back down. Inhaling up, lift the chin. Exhale, back down. Inhale back up into plank. Exhaling back into downward dog. Taking a moment here. On your next inhale, bring the left foot now in between the hands. You drop and pivot. Let me move over for you. You drop and pivot that foot. So now we're going to do side angle on the left side here. So I'm just going to roll this right shoulder back. Gaze up at that right arm. The right foot's energies back into the mat. Stretching out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Next, to be able to inhale, we're going to go into warrior two, just like the other side. So that right arm reaches back, and that left arm extends forward, and I gaze at it. Reaching. Reaching. Back into side angle. Gaze down at that mat, hands down to the mat. We're going to go into a nice high lunge here for just a moment. Extend that right leg back. And then I'm going to swoop the left back to meet the right. And there I am into plank. And I'm going to go ahead and with control, just very slow, slow, slow. Very slowly onto the belly, uncurl those toes, bring the shoulder blades in, inhaling from the belly, exhale, back down, inhale all the way up, exhale, back down, curl the toes under, lift up into plank and back into downward dog, my friends. Stretch it out here for just a moment. Take the right foot off the mat. Stretch it up, 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 up. Stack that right hip onto the left. Put a little bend into that knee. Extending the left heel down. Inhale through. Just to stretch it out. Exhale back out. Inhaling through. Exhale back out. And I'm going to bring this right knee to the right hand. Just set up for a really lovely hip opener here. Pigeon. Stretch the left leg behind you. Take your gaze forward. Relax the shoulder blades. And just surrender into the pose as you comfortably can. Couple breaths here. Inhale up to your forearms. I'm going to curl my toes under, lift that left knee off the mat, gently stretch it back. And then I'm going to extend myself into a nice downward or plank, then into downward dog. going to lift the left foot off the mat. I'm going to stack my left hip onto the right, stretch it over for just a moment, and then I'm going to bring the knee toward the hands, and then back out. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, back out. Inhale through. Exhale out. Then I'm going to bring the left knee to the right. Right leg completely stretched out behind you. And I'm just going to relax down. Exhaling. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. I'm going to inhale all the way up. I'm going to curl my right toes under. I'm going to lift that knee up, and I'm going to stretch that heel all the way back as I comfortably can. And then I'm going to swoop my left back, finding myself once more into plank and extending back into our downward dog. Take a beat here, please. Taking a look at your hands, you can walk them, or you can step each foot in between the hands. I'm going to inhale, and then exhale, bend the knees. Real dramatic. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lifting up, forward fold. Exhale, bend the knees, dramatic. Now, take your feet, separate them if they're touching, so they're a little apart. Not too touching, but not hip width. Okay, so go ahead, swooping the arms up into chair pose. Extend both hands out to the right side in a prayer-like position. And I'm gazing over and up of that right shoulder. Nice inhale. Exhale, release. Forward fold, my friends. And we're going to bend the knees again, lifting up. Inhale here. Exhale, back to the other side, the left. And next exhale, releasing, exhale, forward fold. Let yourself just hang here like a little puppet. You can sway. And then we're just going to stack up. We're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Gaze is the last thing to come up. Chin into the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, both arms up. Reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bending both knees, stepping the feet back. We're going to lower the knees. We're going to inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, back in a downward dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. Bring the left knee down to the mat. Inhaling up. Hands together or separated. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, nice lunge. Your toes can stay curled under or flat. Reaching up. Your next available exhale, bring your hands down. Then you're just going to swoop that left foot up to meet the right. And you're going to inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, your hands to heart center. Nice, super duper. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, step your feet back. You're in this great, lovely plank. And we're going to chaturanga. Inhale through. exhale, back into downward dog. And we'll take a moment here in this pose, grounding yourself into your practice. So now you're going to step the left foot in between the hands, right? You're going to drop that right knee down. I'm going to come all the way comfortably up. I'm going to bring my arms up, hands together. I'm going to lift and stretch up. Inhaling, exhale into this great, lovely pose. Lift that chin up. Inhaling and exhaling, just releasing everything you got. Next available exhale, my dears, take your hands down to the mat. You lift the right knee up. You bring the right foot, it meets the left foot, and you inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up, reaching. Exhale them down to your side. I hope you're all doing good. Let's do this one more time. Hands pointing down, shoulder blades back, thumbs pointing forward. We're going to take the hands down, and then they reach all the way up. Inhaling up, inhale, gently, gently, exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bending those knees, going all the way back, knees down. Inhaling, lengthening through. Exhale, back into downward dog. We're going to take a good couple of moments here. Nice deep inhales. Exhales. Bend that knee. Lifting up and extending back. Bend the knee, lifting up and extending back. I'm going to take my feet as wide as the mat. And then I'm going to come into this almost plank-like position. And your feet are as wide as the mat, maybe slightly off the mat. Then I'm just going to bring my left hand just a little into the middle of my mat. And then I'm just going to twist, open, and just for fun, you're going to repeat this side. And now you're going to bring the right hand in the middle. And I'm just going to twist, open, stretch, reach. Have some fun with this. One more time on the other side. But it does help if your feet have spread out. Okay? And we just are having fun. Twist up. Back down, twist over, and back down. And then you're going to bring your feet back onto the mat. You're going to bring your knees down to the mat. You're going to now take your knees as wide as the mat, your two toes touching, and you're going to extend your sit bones all the way back. And you're going to lengthen through the arms, and you're going to inhale here, exhale, melt into the pose. I'm going to inhale all the way up. I'm going to bring my feet forward, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll comfortably onto our back. So come on down. Place your feet first onto the mat. Your knees are pointing up. Then I'm just going to go ahead and again, we're going to warm this up, loosen more up. I'm going to sway both knees from side to side. And then I'm going to bring the feet off the mat. My hands resting onto my knees. I'm just going to let my body just kind of be in this position. The feet feel heavy but good. Letting my lower back be. Just taking off a lot of pressure here. And then you might gently rock from side to side. And then I might put big movements. I take my hands off my knees. I'm going from the left to the right in these great big circle-like movements. And then I'm going to go from right to left. I'm going to switch that out. And then I'm going to take both of my knees over to the left side of the mat. Hands onto the folded knees. Right arm reaches and stretches out. The palm is facing up toward the ceiling. The fingertips are reaching. Take a moment here into this delicious spinal twist. Let everything open up. And your next inhale, inhale these folded knees up. Exhale them now over to the other side. Stretch the left hand out, palm up, fingers reaching. And next inhale, bring those knees back up to center. Exhaling, your hips open. Let's gently just stretch those legs out, heels up, toes down, and bring them back in. Extending, lengthening, stretching out, and bringing them back in. Again, lengthening and stretching out, and bring them back in. And again, stretching and lengthening out, and bring them back through. Bring your knees into your chest, and inhale up, hugging them. Exhale, fully back down. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to inhale, hugging the knees and the legs. Hug yourself. Exhale. And slowly release. Taking one beat here for just a moment. Extend the feet down to the mat. And now bring your 2 feet together, opening up into a frog-like position here. So my feet are together onto the mat, but my legs and hips are open. Hands resting on the stomach or in your insides of your thighs. The neck is nice and long. Beginning to relax and melt into this pose. Feeling these inner thigh muscles stretch and open up. And your next available inhale, you're going to straighten those legs. And we're going to do a full body stretch. Stretching. And reaching. And on your next exhale, whoosh your arms over and come into this lovely Shavasana. If you want to grab a blanket or a robe to keep yourself warm for a moment, you can. We're going to close our eyes here. We're going to let all the tension in our jaw release by opening our mouth a little. You're gonna let every part of your body relax, surrender into this mat. Just letting go. On your next inhale, bring your feet to the mat. And then I'm going to again bring the knees back to the hands. And then I'm going to roll over to the side of the mat. I'm going to slowly bring myself up into a comfortable seated position. And before we end this, I'd like you to come a little bit to your knees. And then I'm just going to bring my right in front of the left. Then I'm going to open up so I can see both my feet. And then I'm going to comfortably bring my sit bones back. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always take a pillow and you can sit on the edge. If this is super whooper uncomfortable for you, you can take your foot like so. Okay? So that we can at least begin. This is really super good on loosening up the hips as well as the knees. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, shoulders down. I'm going to take my right hand, walk it all the way down to my back. I'm going to take my left hand on that right elbow. I'm just taking a moment to stretch here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the hands down. And then to come out of this, you're just going to lift it up like so. You're going to lift this up like so. And then I'm going to swoosh the leg underneath. And I'm going to bring the left onto the right. And I'm going to get cozy and comfy as much as I can. Again, if this is something that's super uncomfortable for you, you can place that foot back onto the mat. You can also sit on the edge of a little pillow or a blanket. Inhale, your arms up, drop the shoulder blades. Left hand walks all the way down to the back, right hand onto that left elbow, fingertips reaching down, reaching. Inhale here, exhale into the pose. Inhale your arms up, gaze at your hands. Exhale now, your hands behind you. Interlace those fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, gently lifting the chin up. Exhale, slow release. And I'm going to just remove this pose, come into a comfortable seated position. I'm going to take a moment. How do you feel? Do you feel a little better? Maybe a little looser? Maybe you created a little more space in your body? Got some breath work moving, stretch some stuff out. A lot of these things you can pick and choose. If you only have time for 10 minutes, whatever gets your body active and moving, creating a lot of prana and energy. So let's raise our arms up. Inhale. Exhale the hands down to the heart center. Bow in honor of yourself. Truly bow in honor of all the efforts that you do. And inhale back up. Awesome. I'm so happy you guys joined in. I hope you enjoyed today. Any questions, feel free to leave a comment into the comment box. And I'll see you guys soon and next time. Enjoy the evening. I think it's thunderstorming, so that's always kind of fun. All right, thank you so much. Cheers.